back to my latest top 5 video. I just want to start off this video by telling you, if you want to actually submit clips for the top 5, please add me online and send me the clips. You can either upload them to YouTube or upload them to Line, and I'll use them that way. If it's YouTube, I'll just basically record it. If it's Line, I'll download it from the thing. But make sure they are good quality, like HD. That way the rest of the video kind of molds together. Sometimes the clips aren't amazing, but if they're good enough clips and they're not HD, sometimes I'll use them because, I don't know, it's just sometimes it brings the whole quality of the video down. But anyways, if you do have those clips, please submit them to me. I hope you guys love these top 5, and I hope your KVK went really well, and I'll see you guys in the video. Number 5. So starting off our top 5 countdown today, we have Rampage. He's a solo trap with a 75 million gold bounty during KVK. So this is an ideal situation for him, actually, because he obviously trapped a bunch of people, and now he's going to get some extra points from this rally. It is not a very huge rally, actually. I think there was like 5 or 6 people who joined. He must have saw that. It wasn't a huge rally leader, so he's like, I'm going to take this rally and get a ton of points for my guild. So the rally is coming in here, and he's quickly getting some reinforcements from his guild. There is one last reinforcement coming in. Hopefully he speeds it up in time. It's coming in right before, and yes, he does get his reinforcements as the rally comes in, and the rally is going to hit, and see what happens. And oh, there is one walking back. So the rally leader did get a walk back, but as you can see, it was only a 3 million drop by our solo trap friend here, Rampage. The other guys had obviously a huge drop. There was only one guy walking back, so there was probably only a couple troops surviving from that rally. Unfortunately, he didn't zero it. So here is actually going to be the reports from the rally. So the rally ended up being a 900,000, I believe. Yeah, 900 and yeah, just over 900,000. He took 899,000 out. So unfortunately, so that was the word gear from the rally leader there. Unfortunately, 1,900 just ended up walking back, and we'll see what those 1,900 actually were. They ended up being, where were they? Oh, so they were Ancient Drake Riders. So there wasn't any siege in that rally. It was just the Ancient Drake Riders. So he just had like a couple % attack more, and he would have actually taken out that rally. So great job to Rampage there, getting a bunch of points for his guild, and getting a bunch of points for his solo in what's called KVK. And that's his gear. So actually pretty good gear for a solo trap. And number 4. So this is actually going to be a, what is it? Griffon Trap. Griffon Trap, that's the one. I was about to say noceros, but not noceros. It's a Griffon Trap. So the basis behind this trap is you don't run an ante, you have tons of resources out, but you have no troops at home. So someone like this will basically look at your castle and be like, huh, he has 0 troops at home, but he has hundreds of millions of resources. So what I'm going to do is actually attack you and then basically start looting. So this can be done in a couple ways. So this is actually, I have actually 2 Griffon Traps. Griffon Traps in this video. I have 2 Griffon Traps. So this is the first one. This is by, this is the first one actually. So this is going to be a solo Griffon Trap. The next one's going to be multiple. So basically he's going to start just sending a bunch of troops. He's sending his leader. He's just farming right now, just making sure that no troops come out. So he's going to keep farming and farming. He obviously didn't tell his guild because no one else showed up for this, but he's going to take all these resources by himself, so he's happily farming away. While the guy who's trapping here is going to be switching his gear. I guess the guy didn't see it, and he's just happily just keep clicking, and what this trap actually does is once you hit that recall, you have a bunch of troops on tiles, including your leader probably, and you recall them all within 6 seconds. So all you see is all these things coming quickly back, 6 seconds, all his troops are back now, over 1.4 million, I believe, and boom, he's going to start losing troops now, because the guy has his work gear on and his leader and all his troops back, and he's going to quickly ran away, and what that's going to do is basically make all those marches that he sent hit him. So he got 3 marches actually to hit him on here. So he ended up taking out 3 straight marches, so you can see he killed 250,000 on that one. These are tier 4, by the way. 187,000 on that one, and the last one he ended up getting 100,000. So that was the first one, so that was backwards. But yeah, and these are all the original attacks. So yeah, so that's the first attack. That was 100,000. And number 3. So here's another Nosto Trap. This is actually a better way to do it. You put your castle on a island like this, so they're all forced to actually come and attack you. So there's like 20 marches walking at him right now, and he decides to random. So that means those 20 marches that were actually walking towards him all hit him at the same time, and they're probably like, what the hell? They all lost troops, by the way. Like, I'll go through all these reports. It's a very short clip, but the reports take forever. So he's over there just like laughing away. He's got a bunch of people's leaders now too. Look at all these leaders he just ended up getting because of that. And here's all the reports. So there's 100,000 lost there, and these are all tier 4, by the way. Another 100,000 lost there, and these are just 100,000 lost there. So these are all the initial hits. There's 197,000 dead there. Another 100,000 from there. Yeah, and then, so as you can see, like, he's only losing like 26,000, 12,000, 375,000. He obviously filled his infirmaries there. Ouch. Yeah, and then 100,000. So he's losing like 2,000, a couple thousand, 11,000. But these guys are like 100,000 dead, 250,000 dead. Oh my God, 100,000 dead. So yeah, and these are all tier 4. These aren't like small marches. 250,000 tier 4 dead. So he got. So this is how you do it. You put it on the island. You get 238,000 dead there, and you basically get them to walk and keep kind of farming you, like, because you have a bunch of resources out. So they're getting resources from you, but in the end they're going to lose 375,000. That wasn't actually tier 4. That one. This one is tier 4. That's 250,000. Yeah. So, and number 2. So here we have Wasabi. So you've probably seen him in a bunch of my videos. I did a video on him, but this is actually going to be his other account taking a what's called quad rally. This is recorded from his friend because obviously when you're doing the quad rally, you don't want to be out of your castle recording. You want to be actually getting ready and doing all the setup. But his friend was basically recording it, or maybe he was recording on another account. I'm not 100% sure. But so this is basically the rally coming in. He's eating all these rallies, and he's not healing in between, because if he was to heal in between these rallies, so there goes one rally down, here comes another rally coming in, and if he was to heal in between these, they'd probably cancel the rally. So he's actually got to take the losses, unfortunately, but he's getting all these leaders and everything from these quad rallies, because so there was the first couple rallies coming in, and basically the person who's recording this has just garrisoned him, so he actually gets the reports. So we'll show the reports as well. So yeah, he's going to send a garrison in there just to make sure he gets all the reports. But here you can see he's capturing all those leaders. He actually ended up eating the quad rally. So here, so yeah, there's 900,000 dead, 900,000 dead. He's actually taking some losses, but they're just tier 2, or the other guys are all taking tier 4. Yeah, and basically, yeah, so if you are rally trap, usually you end up taking losses if you're taking like a quad, because unless they know you're online, you want to fake like you're offline. So when the rally comes in, you actually end up just basically making it so they don't realize you're online, and you eat all the rallies, but you will take the losses because you can't heal in between each rally. If they know you're online, make sure you're healing, because it doesn't matter. They know you're online, so it doesn't matter if you're healing or not, because they already realize you're online. But if you're faking like you're offline, this is actually what you got to do. You actually got to fake that you are offline, and you actually got to take some losses for those rallies. But you end up taking out their, basically getting way more kills than they do. And it's obviously tier 4 to your tier 2, and you're also get all their leaders in the end, and you could actually get some ransoms or whatever else in the end. So yeah. So he's basically going to be like, I might need to migrate. So yeah, because sometimes if you do this, a lot of times you want to migrate before they pardon, because if you don't, they can just pardon and they get all the leaders back. But it also depends if it's the overlord or overlord's family. If you're the overlord, you have no risk of actually getting pardoned, because of, and this is what happened right after they pardoned. So you get to see the everything start walking back. So I thought this is actually a really cool clip, because look at how many leaders are just escaping out of here. So it wasn't just the what's called it wasn't just their leaders, everyone's leaders gets pardoned. So they're all walking back now. There's a ton of leaders just like walking everywhere. So it's kind of cool. It's like The Walking Dead. It's just like everyone's leaders walking back and blah, blah. Yeah, so that's a really cool sight, actually. I actually like this clip. This is that's why I'm putting it here, just actually showing you what happens. So he didn't actually migrate in time, and what happens, they just pardon the leaders, unfortunately, but it made for a really cool sight, though, because they're all in one spot. And number one. So number one, we have All Might here from CK. This is actually the person who made my intro, if you want to know. His trap is finished, and he's starting to actually make some videos, so it's awesome. He actually sent them in, and the first attack was actually a tier 3 one where he captured the guy's leader. It obviously did not much damage to him because he's, whatever it's called, 13 million troops. So he's obviously got a really solid trap here. It's during actually Lord's Cup, so he's obviously just like messing with people and stealing balls and all that stuff, and they decided to pour it in and try and hit him. And here comes another person. So Little 8 is I believe the rally leader of this, or at least the rally leader that was on. All Might is 93 million might, so he's a solo trap. He's not a rally trap. As you probably saw by his troops there, that he's tier 1, tier 2, that's kind of the thing there. So he was actually getting ready for a gangbang, but they ended up not gangbanging him. They ended up starting a rally on him. So that's actually what this video is going to be about. It's going to be him taking this rally. So we'll see how it goes. This guy has okay gear. He's obviously not a mythic level 60 gold leader, but he is a tier 4 leader. He has some respectable gear. It's not like his free to play gear, and it's actually okay gear. So yeah, he's just kind of looking around still, looking for some balls, and then boom, yeah. So you can see all these people have poured around him. So his guild CK is going to try and reinforce him. They're going to be talking in the chat, just seeing what he wants to do, because as a solo trap, you don't always want to take rallies. Sometimes it's not smart. This guy was not an amazing rally leader, so this is kind of the rally you're kind of looking for if you're a solo trap. You also got to make sure that it's not a cav blast if you're running a infantry front line, because if the guy has good cav gear, you obviously don't want to take that. But if he's sending either infantry or range, and you are an infantry phalanx, you can take those rallies as long as you set it up properly. If it's a range rally, you actually don't really have too much to worry about, because range is really weak into your infantry, so you can just get full infantry reinforcements and then basically just zero the rally, or at least do a lot of damage and take very little damage, because the range isn't going to do much damage to your front line. But yeah, so he's asking for infantry reinforcements. They believe the guy is going range. He's obviously doesn't have a bunch of sets and all that. The thing is, you got to watch out for us, because if they fake the rally in range and then they go cav and then they use carpets, it can be a little dangerous. So doing this kind of setup right here, right in front, sometimes is not the safest way to do it, but it is one of the ways to do it. Personally, I wouldn't do it, because there is a chance what they would do is switch to a good, like the guy's showing some crappy, well, not crappy, but okay range gear, but what he could do is call for cav rally and then basically switch the cav right at the last second, carpet it, and boom, and all of a sudden you're getting hit by a full cav blast, which is never fun. So we'll see what happens here. So the thing is coming in, so he's going to pop on a attack boost, but then he switched to his anti-scout, but then he popped back his attack boost because he wanted the 50% on, because that's what you want. So he's waiting for it to come in, and he's going to quickly put on his anti-scout afterwards to basically, well, if he eats the rally, then guess what? He's actually, they won't actually have a scout on him. So here comes the thing, and it obviously hit. He put his anti-scout back on, and you look back, and nothing's walking back. So you're like, huh, was that a real rally or a fake rally? It did damage, so obviously a real rally, but boom, look at that. 1.6, almost 1.7 mil tier 4. I guess there was a bunch of tier 3 in there too, but mostly range, a little bit of infantry. I'm not sure why that. But yeah, so he ended up zeroing that 1.7 mil rally from a tier 4 leader with tier 4 in the rally, half tier 4, or more than half actually. That was more than half tier 4 in the rally, he zeroed it 1.7 mil. So that's pretty good for a solo trap there. That's why he's in the #1 spot, because solo traps usually don't zero rallies that big. So good job there. And yeah, so that was a great take. I love seeing that in solo traps, taking out those rallies like that. And good take and awesome job by him. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little top 5 series. If you want to basically submit your videos, please do that. And I'll add my line in the chat down below so you can actually do that. I hope you guys enjoy your week, and I'll have you another video coming out Wednesday.